Hi, I'm Denise from Bunker Hill Homestead. I'm doing a quick video on things I keep on hand for my rabbit. So I have done things that I just keep on hand. I didn't explain everything in my last video, and I'm still not going to. This one is just for my rabbits. So I'm going to bring this to the table, take everything out, and give you a peek at just the little things that I keep on hand for my rabbit. Okay, so here are the things that I keep on hand for my rabbits. I have a closet full of supplies, but this is my rabbit bucket. So, first off, I keep Q-tips, cleaning the corners of eyes, wounds, scrapes, anything like that. Q-tips are great, and they're in a little package. They stay clean. There's some more Q-tips. Clear eyes. I use this to rinse out their eyes with. I also use just a plain old Lipton tea bag soaked in warm water. Works really well. And you do that for 2 or 3 days and it's really going to clean up those boogery eyes. I keep Vaseline to cover wounds. I also keep triple antibiotic ointment, but you want to make sure that you're keeping this or a Neosporin, but make sure it doesn't have pain reliever because that's not going to be good for your rabbit. So this is going to keep infection out, but always remember, don't just slap it on a wound, scratch, whatever you want to call it. You're going to want to clean it first because you don't want to hold in any bacteria. Another thing is hand sanitizer. I keep it in absolutely everything, but I do this because I want to clean myself up before I touch my animals when I'm doing wound care. Now, baby oil or mineral oil is super good to keep. Now, what is this going to do? Help ear mites. Now, I've never had a huge outbreak with ear mites, but I do preventative care. So twice a year, I take a capful. I fill this up. Now, remember, if you have a smaller rabbit, I wouldn't use a whole capful. But I dump this in here. I pour it in the rabbit's ear and I massage it and then it will drain out, and I never have had a problem with ear mites. Now I do that twice a year. I do it in the fall and then I do it in the spring after the snow leaves. Really great to help prevent ear mites. They're so uncomfortable for your animal. You really don't want them to get them. I keep Tums in case I have a very lethargic animal dragging their back legs. The calcium really helps that. Have I ever had to use it? No, but I got a tip from a vet, so I just slip that in my little bucket. Nail clippers. You want to always make sure that you keep your rabbit's nails trimmed, because you don't want them to catch them on the wire, wood, anything, because what that's going to do is it's going to rip it. I trim mine every few months. I always just trim them back right a hair before you reach the quick, which is where the circulation, where the blood flow is. And then infant gas relief. All it is, I've never even opened it because I've never had to use it. I've been super careful. What I feed my animals, I keep them on a strict diet, and all it is a dropper. Bloat is very prevalent in rabbits, but that's if you change your rabbit's diet all the time. You have to keep a very strict diet. For me, for what I find with my animals, I do. But this is just in case, because God forbid something happened and I didn't have this, I would feel awful. So this only cost me a couple bucks, and I'll always have it, and it's just to be safe. So those are the things that I keep in my little rabbit bucket. Now, another things that I do keep is I have penicillin in the fridge. I have several different antibiotics. I've only had to ever dose one rabbit, and that was it. I've cleaned some wounds where they've accidentally scratched themselves being young. Got a tiny little spot, and I squeezed out everything, cleaned the wound with Q-tips, but it wasn't a big deal. So to help beyond first aid, always make sure your rabbit's cages are clean of sharp edges. Check your wire, check your wood, make sure they haven't chewed their bowl. I always use ceramic crocks. You can use metal. There's so many different things. I try and stay away from plastic. You don't want it to chew it and ingest it, just like anything else. Another thing is I keep syringes, self-adhesive first aid, like vet wrap. I keep that in my cupboard, so I have many more supplies than this, but this is just what I keep for my rabbits. So if you have any questions or anything, comment below, like, subscribe, and thank you as always, and have a fantastic day.